Warren
Hi.
Bob, how are you?
Good.
Bus
Good.
bus.
Good morning.
I'm बसलो होते.
Good morning.
Actually, nice meeting you.
Same here. My pleasure.
म्हणजे personally really I did not. म्हणजे आम्ही 1-to-1 एस्कोन केन्ना मेळ
त्यांना
नाही.
मेळ नाही. फोनाचे एक दोन पाठवलेले.
होय, that was also because one day म्हाकाय बरें दिसले when you came out against that Wellinger,
Right.
the issue acher. That is
सारखे.
the time I said
होय.
what is good is good.
Yeah.
And you stood out for everything. So basically, वो podcast पळय करता न्हू वरुण बाब, it
Right.
is because of the forthcoming elections, like mostly that is in the mind.
Okay.
And the idea, the basic and the final म्हणटा ते, it is for us गोंयकारांक it is do or die,
सारखे.
whether we should come united or not.
सारखे.
नाजाल्यार आमी सगळे बुडले
बुडटले सगळे.
बुडटले सगळे.
सारखे.
सो तेका लागून हो एक पॉडकास्ट आहा, कित्याक तुकाय पयलो हांवें एक बरो लिडर कसो आहा तूं
Thank you.
आयज
Thank you.
इन बेनावली कॉन्स्टिट्युन्सी म्हणल्यार
Thank
जाता.
you. Thank you.
बिकॉज एक तर तूं यंग आहा, यू आर अ यूथ.
Right.
सेकंड यू गॉट दॅट डेरिंग. ओके, दिसलें तुजे फुडें येवन बसून थोडी भासाभास करुया.
सारखे. Thank you for coming out, taking out the time to talk to me and spend some time with me.
एक फ्युचर एमएलए खबर तूं आनी आनी कितें तर.
Thank you.
So it's always there.
Yeah.
Okay. So let us come to the point. Like for example, पहिले सुवातेर म्हाका न्हू वरुण बाब, I heard about you lot, at
Right.
least for the last 1.5 year,
Right.
through my friends from Varka and all, you know.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. साखर घेतो तू?
Can you tell me about your journey from your childhood
Right.
till date?
In,
First, we'll try to know this part.
Right.
लोकांकूय खबर because
Right.
lot of people may not be familiar
Right.
with your life story
Right.
as a child till today.
See, so as a child, I've had a very, I would say at the earlier days of my childhood, had a very sad and very childhood. I lost my father when I was 4 years old. My elder brother Regan, Alemao, so 10 वर्षा आलेलो. And धाकटो एक 1 year.
Oh my.
My mother was only 28 years old.
Oh.
आईच्या दिसा आणि आईच्या तारीखातून जर तर कोणाकडे वारका गावान म्हणजे गावान उलयल्या आल्वेनाजाचे पाय मुगे पायच नाव होते नाजाल्यार मुगे माईच नावाचे लालुसाचे लालिता you will not find anyone saying even one statement negative. I have that many memories that we can cherish.
Flashback like.
Flashback. So it's very sad. And my mother took care of the three of us, put us in the best school. We all, I and my younger brother studied in Monovicus. My elder brother studied in Regina Mundi here and then in St. Anthony High School, Kolwa. So, you know, for a single mother, 28 years old, to have 3 boys, that time, very tough.
I know.
People think Alemao, we got all the privileges. Trust me, sir, we've seen a life, the sadness. Who would want to see their mother sitting in the room and crying, trying to get her husband back, who passed away in the most tragic circumstances, where she was herself not aware of what's happening. But I feel, you know, I wish I was grown up like I was at this age at that time. I would have not allowed my mother to have that sadness, you know. She deserved to live a life. She was, her only issue, her only thing was that because she was born in a family which was very influential, powerful, Alemaos, so everyone thought and everyone portrayed that, you know, that we also, you know, we are living a lavish lifestyle. But in that Alemao family, if you go to see the highest regard and respect today even, you go to Varka Bazra, Smicha Bazra, Azun te, Are, tu Alvena zalo, tu Lalushalo, Bor Payalo, and the Pai Sarko Boralolo. Some God has his own circumstances was such, but yeah, that was it.
Yeah, but that of course we cannot deny the fact about that issue which आता आज तुका ते flashback पळय जाता So that issue was there. Now,
Right.
once it was declared through the courts and all, then I think later on again to create or have a different picture for the public, it may not be digestible.
Right.
But as a son, of
Right.
course, see every son, he always there with his father,
Right.
father is with his son.
Right.
आणि तिचे मामीचें दूख हें
Right.
हांवूय समजता
Right.
कित्याक sometimes it becomes like a single father
See,
or single
you know
mother.
what it happens? We were staying in a joint family.
Joint family.
That house belongs to all the brothers
All the
of
brothers,
the Alemao. It doesn't belong to one person.
one person.
It's an Alemao family house,
So grandparents.
grandparents' house. Now every room was given to one son, one
Okay.
to Alvena's, one to the other uncle, one to the other uncle, one to the. So you imagine my mother, 28 years old, three boys. Other room, someone is celebrating an anniversary,
Celebrating
celebrating a birthday, someone celebrating something else. It hurts,
Hurts.
no? ती दुःख न्हू आम चोयला तिगाय
This-
भावान चोयला.
हे तुवें चोवंक ना I'll go on record.
Yeah.
हे हांवें चोयलां.
I remember, it's very emotional to say when a function used to happen in that house, my mother used to close the door and be inside. Not because she was jealous or kind.
No.
It was how to go without my husband to share a joyous, happy
Occasion.
moment. She used to send three of us, Baba, tomorrow you'll go, no, you'll be. But when we used to go out, we were young, we used to go, Amkospa, we wanted to go out. But then we used to see a tear in my mother's eyes, and those are the memories that are there. And we were not grown to show her a good life at that time. Today, God's grace, we are doing well,
Yeah.
but we don't have our parents
Yeah,
to share with.
I know.
So that's how life
But
is. And
after school, मागीर कितें केलें तुवें?
after school, I went to RMS Damodar College. I did computer science.
Okay.
I was the general secretary
अच्छा.
in 12. Then I went to Bangalore. I got admission in a college called Garden City College
Okay.
in Bangalore. Again, just the first year, and my mother got diagnosed of cancer.
Okay.
I left studies. I left the college and I stayed with my mother. She suffered. She was going through this treatment of cancer in Tata's. So I stayed with her in Tata's. And yeah, I didn't. We didn't. She was not
Well,
alone, if I might say so. But
Like you all did not have that childhood,
childhood,
what
yeah,
others would
yeah,
have.
yeah,
Enjoy करप, lavishly पैसे मोडप, and there was no like that type of freedom
no,
because there was something or other came in your life.
yeah,
First
some-
you lost your father,
Yeah.
and then the tragedy of your mama,
yeah.
and I know it becomes difficult.
The difficult.
Very
this,
difficult.
and the thing is, when my father's trawler, when he passed away, my mother handled the business. She used to be at home,
I
but she
know.
used to rely on the
Somebody else.
on someone else. But that money that used to come on the fishing trawlers, she's never spent on her, on her education. And
Mhm.
education is very expensive.
Mhm.
Monovika school is an
It was
expensive
expensive.
school, but she did not make us, Anthony Bab sir.
She did not cut down.
cut down on anything. What the other uncle's children were wearing, clothes, the same clothes we were wearing. She
Good.
didn't make us feel like
Feel that you all
that pinch. But today it hurts me because she struggled and made no ends meet just to see that there was a smile on our face.
I know this. तू पळय सांगता वरण
Yeah.
बाब. I'll tell you today. You have brought a flashback even in my family.
Right.
आमची भुरगीं, we
Right.
were the poorest in my family.
Right.
सगळ्यान poorest म्हणजे poorest. There were times when I and my wife we had to collect all coins to
Right.
even pay the electricity bill
Right.
in Goa. That was the time we realized who are with us and who are
Were
against us. आता now you're here. Now what?
No, I've always been in the social work, but Susanna, I was always behind the
Behind the
curtains.
scene. होय.
behind the scene. Entire groundwork, my elder brother Regan and आम्ही तो groundwork. So my work is there on ground.
ते वर्क तुगे ऍटलीस्ट एक इन्सिडंट जाणा तुगेलो. I don't know whether you remember. ते व्हीलचेरांक मेडिकल इक्विपमेंटाक कितें कसात फॅसिलिटीज
Oh, that
केल्ले
is
तेदो.
they anta Kolwa recently.
Recently it was
Farman.
1 year back.
Yeah, Farman. But I've been not doing it for a long time, but I've never come across in
Okay.
front and
Camera.
displayed it. But now it's become important. I am right now in the front. I want to be in the front. People want me to be in the front. So yeah, so that's a decision that the people have taken for me.
Good.
My friends, family, who have taken said, Warren, it's high time you go ahead, you move ahead, go forward, as they say, and work towards the upliftment of our people. So I'm working towards it.
आता तुझे सगळें काम बा पयलें I see your movement, your friend circle. Youth is with you. Youth is with you. No doubt about that. खंयच्या वखदार तुवें उलो मारलो जाल्यार 20 जाण उबे जातले. That much I have that in my mindset. But now next way through is maybe a political line
Yes.
to come into politics.
Yes.
In that case,
Right.
तू येस म्हणटा जाल्यार तुका हांव एक विचारता. आतां हे बेनावली कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सीन I will consider this constituency that you may be having your aspirations also along with your supporters.
Right.
Benaulim constituency तू चिंतलो जाल्यार are you thinking of a particular party or a banner ticket, or is it independent or wait and watch?
See, I'll be very honest, Anthony Bab. I am not joining elections. I'll give you with reason. I'm not joining elections to make a free buck. Free, because I'll tell you, I'm doing really well, me and my brothers, financially. If you see, there's no one that has come to Benaulim. The day election 2022 election काबार झाले, काउंटिंग झाले, दुसरे दिसासून हांवें चालू केलें मुगे काम.
Very good.
नेक्स्ट डे ऑनवर्ड्स कोणाकडे पॉलिटिकल पार्टी कोणाकली सपोर्ट गेली नाही. I started on my own, everything A to Z. So regarding your question, I will not sit to break votes. पहिले सध्या I will not sit to divide votes. I will not sit because I already know that I'm going to divide votes. I'm not sitting to lose an election. If I sit, I will sit to contest. I will to win an election. I'm a very straightforward.
Okay, but suppose एक perception हा बेनावली constituency काँग्रेस तिकेट मेळता तो जिखतलो अशें म्हणून. Is that right, you think?
I don't think it's right. तेच चाललो जाल्यार काँग्रेस कॅन्डिडेट काँग्रेस MLA केदो जाल्लो लास्ट हिंगा बाणाले.
It was in 1999. That 2002, if I'm not mistaken, it was Miki Pashako on Goa Vikas Party or UDP. Then again in 2007, it was again Miki Pashako. And 2012, it was Kaitu. And that fellow also was on Goa Vikas Party or independent?
No,
Goa Vikas. He lost as an independent. Then in 2017, it was Churchill. And Churchill also did not contest on Congress. It was NCP. Kaitu did not contest on Congress.
No.
So none of these people in the last 24 years, it was always a non-Congress seat in Benaulim.
100%.
So one state message for all the Congress leaders: don't take and consider Benaulim as the fiefdom of Congress. Do not blackmail anybody. And know the history, know the past. Data also is important for elections. So from 2002 till date, there is no Congress. It is a non-Congress seat. So whoever works hard, Joritor Warren Alemao today is putting his hat, and if he is capable of making a difference, there is always going to be a fight. That's what you say.
100%. See, I'm Banalkar, Mariana, I'm Banale constituency. 7 गांव लगते हैं. तुराले, कोलवा, बाणाले, वारका, कारमोना, ओरलिम, काबिलोसिन. 7 villages. We are the most secular people. I'm telling you why.
Yeah, because there's always a mixture.
The highest lead for a Congress candidate in MP election has always been in Benaulim. I found credit for election alde viryatale. Sogle credit ge paile. Credit कोणा मेळो जायना. Credit हकोच बाणाले लोका मेळपा जाय. हिंगा कोणा आनी कोणा मेळो जायना. I cannot take credit.
No.
Or A, B, C cannot take credit. Our people want to see that our minorities are safeguarded, are protected, are hit on against the government if something wrong is going on. And if you go to see in the last few months that has happened with regarding to that account of BJP ke account, he spoke on a Saint
Yeah.
Francis Xavier.
Yeah.
You talk about now recently what happened with our nuns.
None.
You talk about anything that comes against us as minorities or against our environment, whether it is the sand dunes, whether it is the creeks, whether it is the disruption of the paddy fields. आमगे हिंगा लोक होग रावना
जाणा.
तर आमी जोगताय आमी रस्त्याचे येताय आनी आम कोणा भिवप न्हू आम केन्ना भिनाय. So we are such kind of people. So even MP elections, many so-called leaders said that because of them, they got the highest lead in Benaulim. Benaulim people gave that lead.
Little bit correct
Yeah.
for your information. Benaulim got the highest lead,
You're right.
but Benaulim did not get the highest votes. I am proud to tell you, really got
voting.
the highest votes. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
Highest votes in
No,
Goa.
but my
South Goa.
point,
Yeah, understood.
my point to you is that people should not take us for granted.
Exactly.
You
Because let me
it's-
also say that
yeah,
in 2022, Lowanami,
right,
2022 also was a non-Congress seat. Aam Aadmi Party it was.
right.
Right. So, but Makayak Sang, if that is the case, तू एक आता सध्या स्ट्रॉंग एक लीडर असून आवाज आहा नो डाऊट. तो हे बेनावली एरियान काँग्रेसाक the leaders who are there in the Congress, जाऊन the opposition leader जाऊन the president of the Congress party जाऊन, do you think there is something cooking behind that there is no much activities and there is no much build up of the Congress
See,
in
I'll
Benaulim?
give you an example why I feel the Congress so-called leaders are taking people of Benaulim for granted. And the poor elections ale Viryatale,
होय.
MP election. Whole of Goa knows that Warren is active in Benaulim.
Yeah.
Whole of Goa. पाण्याले गेले आमगे हिंगा फायनल मीटिंग जाली पब्लिक मीटिंग दांडियार म्हाका तेमी इन्वाइट केलें ना. Not that I care.
Yeah.
They didn't invite me. Neither the Congress block म्हणटाय ती is a block and Swadhya Congress block म्हणटाय ती I don't know, you can't see them active at all. They are zero.
Okay.
Oh, for that matter of fact, you see anyone, over here, but we were active. But you know what? I got a call from Radha Bab. Radha Bab called me and said, Warren, you have to be present for the meeting. I said, sir, I'm definitely coming for the meeting. Does not matter even if they don't invite me.
Yeah.
I went, I sat on the front row of Congress meeting. Everyone wanted me on the stage except the people sitting on the stage.
So is there a conspiracy?
No, I looks like, no, see,
कित्याक
before you talk, I'll tell you, म्हाका गेल ना स्टेजीचे दूख लागोली हांव फोटो मारपाना. But we have to think the longer version. The longer thing is to see that we are against BJP. BJP उडयपाक
Yeah.
BJP उडयपाक जोर तर म्हाका आनी कोणा बारा बसपा पडले हांव बसतलो गोंयकारा पासत
Very good.
गोंयच पासत.
Good.
ते मीटिंग जातली हांव वचोन एक मुगे फ्रेंडागे रेस्टॉरंटा कडेन वचोन बसलो. I said for dinner. For me on the phone, till today that screenshot is there. Viryat Bab called me. I have that screenshot. If tomorrow Viryat Bab denies it. Called me and said, Warren, thank you for coming. I'm very grateful that you're supporting me. And मुझे राग दो नाका माग जाय आलो तू स्टेजीचे पूण थोडे लोकां थिंगा तू स्टेजीचे नाका आलोलो हे माग डायरेक्ट म्हणला कॅन्डिडेटान पूण म्हाका काँग्रेसाचे the way there are few who are handling Congress who didn't want me, there are many behind that back who are really working for Congress who wanted me. So they all called me, Warren, तू हे घेन बोस नाका तू होकोच कामा लाग आमकां जाय हायेस्ट लीड बाणाले काँग्रेस कॅन्डिडेट गिर्याता मेळो जाय म्हूण आनी आमी तितू पोस्ट काडला तितू भोवलाय. बीजेपी तुका सांगतलो तीन चार कॅन्डिडेट 4 लीडर बीजेपीचे मुगे फ्लॅटा सकयले. वरून तुगे कितें तू सांग तू ओपन येवपा जायना मरे भितोल्यान कोर ते मुगे फ्लॅट सोडून गेले आनी तेच 10 मिनटां भितर हांवें आनी एक मेसेज घायली वायरल केली मुगे फोटो आनी विर्यातागे फोटो on the groups if you are there on the group. And I said we have to support Viryat. So my blood, my conscience, my soul, a boy who goes regularly to church will not allow this. I am 100% for a secular
so person. maybe Benaulim seat a on future येवपा ते डेव्हलप कोण आसता दवरताय काय म्हणून
पेशेंट
आर
दिसता
दे ट्रायing to keep this vacant
पेशेंट
so
दिसता
that they don't build another Congress leader in Benaulim
पेशेंट दिसता
so that they have kept it reserved for their blue-eyed boy अशकोन कितें
पेशेंट
आसतलें.
दिसता पूण दे आर हायली मिस्टेकन आमी बाणाले लोक दिसते लोक न्हू अँड वी आर व्हेरी नॉलेजेबल एड्युकेटेड अँड वी आर व्हेरी स्मार्ट एट द सेम टाइम व्हेरी डेअरिंग आमी कोणा बियॉन्ड दीस काणा हिंगा आनी ऑल लोक always leads by example. Benaulim people, I'm telling you, we will not tolerate any injustice to us. We will not allow anyone coming from outside and dictating terms on us, whether it's a party or whether it's a so-called leader, if I may say so. We will take a decision thinking about the upliftment of our constituency, because right now we are completely backwards, our constituency.
That is what even we feel as
Yeah.
common people.
Right.
आमकां दिसता एक कॉन्स्टिट्युन्सीन एक स्ट्रॉंग काँग्रेस लीडर म्हणून हे जे लीडर आसात गोंयांत हे तांकां तयार करून फुडें कित्याक काडनात. मच एक्टिविटी
No, you tell me, sir. Today the block, for example, I'm speaking this the first time. The block, Congress block in Benaulim, is it existing? The only fellow who's opposing wrongdoing, who's opposing something that's not happening from the government side or from the present non-functional MLA of Benaulim is Warren Alemao. There's no one else. दिसते एक ऑफिस ओगोळ्या म्हळ्यार तू जीत जायना. अरे जीत जावपा तू लोकां जीत करू जाय. तू लोकां घेवन वचो जाय. लोकां घेनासतना तू जर तर एकलो जर तर असो चयता ते जायना.
हांव माय मायंडसेट एज अ कॉमन पर्सन इज तो कोणूय जावं काँग्रेस ब्लॉकां जावं हे गोवा काँग्रेस पळय हाय सगळे हेमी हे हॅपनिंग प्लेस करून जाय आसलोली whoever that may be in the Congress. तेंगे ती हॅपनिंग प्लेस जायना. इट इज लायक एक बेस्तो एक माकर एस दवरल्या भशेन जाता.
To be honest, even the Congress bloc did not approach me during the member of parliament elections. They did not approach me. Not continue my work for Virya. अरे तुम जर तर जायो तुम जिखलोले तुम्ही सगळ्यांक घेवन वचप. तुम्ही आमगे सेक्युलर लोकांक डिवाइड करू सोदताय जाल्यार तुमी कितकोन जिखतले.
ते राहुल गांधीन सांगिल्लें ते गोंय चलता. हे स्लीपर सेल म्हणटाय ते गोंय हाय. सो दीस आय बीन टॉकिंग टाइम एंड अगेन. सो हेंच्याय तकल्यान येवपा जाय. द मोमेंट पीपल स्टार्ट टॉकिंग अबाउट काँग्रेस समथिंग टू इम्प्रूव people think that we are the enemies. तांकां रोखडें तांकां भिरांत जाता. हे आमचे कितें फोंडाक घाताय म्हणटाय ते फोंडाक गायनाय. It is high time these Congress people need to bring sense. It is whether it is Warren Alemao or Konuicho, Benaulim Congress block president, that person also should come out. And it has to be made very clear. Otherwise, we all will sink.
They are only, it's become like Congress symbol. अरे बाबा तू किती वोट आहे शुअर तो उताय त्या वोटाचे तू पयस मोड पडाय देश ना ते अंत मरे लोक म्हणटाय तो सारको शाणो. If you see the statistics, more than 45% of the voters 2027 will be in the age group of 18 to 24.
Yes.
This age group does not look at the party anymore.
No.
They don't look at the symbol anymore. They look at the person who's with them on ground. If you are going to say, I'm a leader, you vote for me. So youth marpana vote.
No, youth. People, I am retired person. Even I think 10 times now before voting for any particular party.
Right.
We have to see the candidate.
Individual, yeah.
Already we have to see.
I agree.
Always it is there that we have to improve.
No, but I just hope, no, sir, that this sense prevails. This message goes to the higher ups that things are not as they are looking on ground, and all of this advantage will go to the BJP at the end. We have to be united. We have to keep away our egos. Today, if you go to see, you can meet the highest person in the other parties, but if you want to meet a simple person, an appointment in Congress, it's so difficult.
It is difficult. I can speak to Shri Kharge sir in Delhi. I can meet Mr. Kharge, but it is very impossible to meet Mr. Yuri Alemao. So तू आणि दुसऱ्यांच्या खबर सांगना तुगले सांगता घरात तू काँग्रेस आली. So basically it is not so easy to meet these people so easily. Very difficult sometimes. These some people जाता. So that is why आमचो एक भावना आसता लोकांची that तुम्ही सगळ्यांनी एकठांय रावपाक जाय.
No, but I'll just cut you and I'll tell you, you and your circle of activists, you all deserve a huge round of applause. And I'm not saying this to make you feel happy and because you're sitting here. तुम्ही ऍक्टिव्हिस्टा लागूनच आयज गोय पोतून जीत जाला आणि तुम्ही आंता आम लोकां आम चेसले युथा देखून एक करतिला सोया मुझे कान आंदा हाला असो हांव रस्त्याचेर उबो रावलो हिंग किती लिगल जाता आणि मुझे बारा कोण ना हांवें तुका एक फोन मारलो सर तूं मातशें तूं तुगे फूल सर्कला घेवन येतलो आनी आम तूं मेली हाल मिडिया येताय कित्याक तुम्ही हरे झोगताय you all are the front force of Goa today and you all deserve more credit than the so-called leaders for the victory of Virat.
Thank you for that.
And I'm being very honest
This
about
is
this.
for all the activists of Goa.
I'm being very honest. All the activists. Today, the victory of Viriato is because of the activists. It is not because of the symbol of Congress or not because of anything. The ideology that you all are working towards of protecting the environment, of protecting us, whether we are Catholic, Hindus, Muslims, that's the victory. That's where we became victorious. That's because of you all. I agree to this completely.
So final question म्हाका एक सांग वरुण बाब आता येते इलेक्शनाक तुका दिसता it has to be BJP against non-BJP all parties together or no?
See, it has to be. I'm being honest. I have to think about the bigger picture. I have to think about my Goa. But how many people non-BJP are with BJP and not? How sure you
How
are?
we sure we
How
are?
sure? There are so many of them who are hand in gloves with the BJP, who are right now on in assembly shouting on top of their voices, but in the evening being in the CM's office,
Yeah.
being here, being there. So we have to be also very alert. We cannot put our people in trouble anymore. आम्ही united front म्हणून जापकून दावतले मागीर तूं आनी हांव लोकां मदीं कितें करून वयतले.
But do you have a soft corner for Goa Forward Vijay Sardesai?
See,
This is what I've been hearing.
Yeah, see,
I don't know.
I'll tell you, he's the senior most in the opposition,
Okay.
the most learned in the opposition.
Yeah. That is
Disto board mana.
agreed. Paperwork kota.
Paperwork kota. ते खबर हा. तेन तेदो एक चूक केली. बीजेपी बारा गव्हर्नमेंट आसन की और रात तेने लोका मुझे मुखारीन सॉरी अरे लो मुनी सॉरी मागोता तेक एक चान्स दिवप आणि तेक जर तर फोफ्रंटाक काण एज द मेन सीएम कॅन्डिडेट कोण जर तर गेले इलेक्शना तुम्ही असो भाव जर तर सगळे ऍक्टिव्हिस्ट बराबर आहे आम्ही सगळे बराबर करून या मरे मुखार नाका माग तिकेट बी गोंय सांभाळया पूण आहे ते तसो मनीस that you have to see. So Anthony Bab, to be very honest, the way you're working forward, the way all the activists are working forward, the so-called leaders in the opposition are not working.
No. Opposition तू खबर उलय नाका.
Yeah.
Opposition हुंचोय मुद्दो they never unearth any मुद्दो. ते मुद्दे काढाय. मुद्दे activists काढले मागीर हे प्रेस कॉन्फरन्स घेताय आणि ऑफिसर रावन बायट दिताय.
तू सांगा तू बसलोलो 2022 इलेक्शनात तू आमगे सान फ्रांसिस झेवियरागे इगोरची भायर तू बसलोलो ते एका प्रोटेस्टा on the hunger strike and all. You all said one party said from Delhi, elections got over, results came out. What happened? That houses dropped.
No, the matter is in
Matter
the Supreme Court.
subject. But what has happened?
We are fighting it.
You're fighting it, but there are elected representatives in the assembly. Are they removing this issue up?
So, Warren Bob, let me interject. Yeah, I am recently I even asked certain MLAs, issue पड़ जाता है. Why NGOs has to go to the court?
You all have to go.
Why you all don't go? Secondly, jobs scam land scam why should NGOs and activists and civil society must unearth what is the opposition doing?
Yesterday even you spoke on the nuns. One MLA has removed that issue of the nuns. It's a very serious issue. That day it happened in Chhattisgarh. Tomorrow it can happen in Goa. Only when it happens we have to come on the road. Before that we shouldn't safeguard our interests, our minorities, आमगे भावांक भयणींक आम safeguard करपा नाका. Anthony Bab, these are simple issues that the people are looking forward to the MLAs, to the opposition to take up, which have not been taken up. दिसतो प्रोजेक्ट येता बोर्ड जाता तो प्रोजेक्ट आमदार मुनीस तेक बॅग दिता भायर सोताय कितले अजून भुटानीचे बोर्ड आहाय सगळे कडे भुटानी बंद जाल्या रिवर्स सालचोय थिंगा रिवर्स साला कडे आमगेलो बाणालेचो आमदार आणि दिगंबर कामत दिवा उलयते मुटाय ते दोगांयनी अशें करून जुरामेंत गेल्लो रिवर्स साल सांबाटले म्हणून आयज हेच बाणाले आमदारागे पिये थिंग स्क्रॅप यार्डा थिंगाच सायडी हारेबांदार सायडी तो थिंग डिस्चार्ज कोता एमएलए प्रेस आनी जाल्या अरे तो गोंयकार न्हू ते कोण दी तो कितले वर्सां सावन कोता इज ऑन रेकॉर्ड सेइंग इट
कित
सो
म्हूण रे
तूं आतां एक सायडी दुरामेंत घेता रिवर्सल प्रोटेक्ट करपाक एक सायडी तुगलो आमदारागे कामदारू डिस्चार्ज कोता द गोवा पोल्युशन बोर्ड has brought a stop notice to it but now I just heard today morning that still now Bitolian काम चलत न्हू स्क्रॅप यार्डाचो so what are we where is our state going we have to protect our environment we have to protect our state in such matters Goa today tourists come why to see the beach they come to to see the green paddy fields
Okay,
you know
anyhow, Kabar Kushmone, let me go with respect to the development in Benaulim.
right
Whatever we may say, but there is a perception, there is a lot of activities are going on in Benaulim. At least
felicitation program
felicitation जावं awareness is चलता medical. Plus that medical for Gaila, whatever degree of that medical facilities are there, one or two things which are good are good.
yeah see whatever is good no you should not deny and you should do it
Yeah.
I believe with anything someone's doing good you should not oppose and you should not speak
Yeah.
bad
So that
तुका करू जायना दुसरो कोता ते कोण दी
दुसरो कोण न्ही हांव कितें म्हणा हेज्या पयले हितू वर्सां
होय
तेन्ना ह्यो फॅसिलिटी कोणें इवन तकल्यान दिगो हाडूनय न्हू
सारकें
सो वेन इट इज बींग डन न्हू इट मे बी अ
no
स्मॉल
but
थिंग बट
being done at what cost at what cost there are how many hotels today you go to every hotel GM and meet they are all getting extorted today every hotel has to give a certain amount every month in the MLA's office out of that MLA's of that money
are you
10
going on record?
no, I'm going on record. I'm telling you on record. Out of that, 10% goes towards his medical. 90% is going where? You see the problems that Benaulim constituency is facing today. River Sal is getting polluted. MLA's PA is polluting it. As of today, I can take you after this interview. Banal Calvert to उमे मेरकाता कडे पयल बांधलेलो डिझाइन तो पळो आनी एक बांदिला आनी चलत तो their due date was July 30th to finish it 1 crore 30 lakhs culvert that culvert can be done in 40 lakhs 1 crore 30 lakhs let me remind you this all the 5-star hotels today are discharging their garbage in the ocean a young youth from Varka openly exposed Mahindra every hotel if you go slightly ahead of this place there's a hotel over there who's very closely associated with the MLA.
Okay.
ते हॉटेलाले दुर्गा हेच होय तू बाउंड्रीचोय बाउंड्री आमगे भितीको पावला हांव वचोन आय थिंक ऑब्जेक्शन आनी पोल्युशन कंट्रोल बोर्डा गेला पूण तेमकां MLA गे फोर्स मेळटा सपोर्ट मेळटा
पूण हांव जस्टिफाय कोना वरुण बाब जस्टिफाय कोना बट हेज्या पयले सगळे MLA ते इनडायरेक्ट ते एक्सटॉर्शन म्हणटा ते हॉटेल्स हॉटेलर्स इज टू गिव दॅट CSR नो
I am also a young guy who wants to work so I just because it was going on it should not continue
so when you'll become an MLA you'll stop all this
100%
done
100% it's my
so
promise.
let's stop this on that
we have
good
to
note
stop it. Thank you
so if Warren Bab Alemao become the MLA no extortion no money taken from any hotels and
100% and they will value us they'll get te birante and they might discharge dekun korpa bond kotre
okay yes that is good thank you very much
thank you for coming and
that's on record
yes,
okay
yes,
thank you sir
you.